Hey Aries, come sit with me for a bit. The back half of June is asking something specific of you, and I want to make sure you hear it clearly. Saturn is right there in your sign, and that is not small. That planet has been teaching you how to be solid in who you are, how to stop apologizing for your fire. And this month, especially these next 2 weeks, that steadiness gets tested in the best way. Not broken. Tested. There is a conversation coming, maybe one you have been rehearsing in your head for weeks. Let me walk you through everything. Okay, love. Let me be direct with you because I know you can take it. The emotional climate right now is charged. Mercury is sitting in Cancer, which means feelings are running deep for everyone around you, and communication has this tender, almost raw quality to it. People are more sensitive than usual, including you, even if you would rather not admit that. Here is what I am seeing. If you are in a relationship, there is something you have been holding back. Maybe it is a need you have not named. Maybe it is a frustration you have been swallowing to keep the peace. Aries, you are not built for swallowing things. It comes out sideways, in small irritations, and that silence you do that is louder than anyone else's yelling. The second half of June is asking you to say the real thing. Not the edited version. Not the version you think they can handle. The actual truth. And here is what I want you to know. They can handle it. Saturn in your sign has been building something in you, a kind of grounded confidence that lets you be honest without being harsh. Use it. If you are single, pay attention to who makes you feel safe enough to be awkward. Venus in Leo is lighting up your house of romance and creativity, and yes, that brings attention your way. But the person worth your time is not the one who makes you perform your best self. It is the one who sees you fumble and stays interested. One concrete thing for you this week. If there is a conversation you keep rehearsing in your head, that is your sign. Stop rehearsing and start it. Text them. Call them. Sit them down. The words do not have to be perfect. They just have to be true. Let me talk about your body for a minute. Aries, you carry tension in motion. When something is bothering you emotionally, you do not sit with it. You go for a run, you clean the whole apartment, you pick up extra shifts, you stay busy until the feeling passes. And sometimes that works. But right now, with Mercury squaring your sign, that strategy might be hitting a wall. The kind of tired you might be feeling is not the kind that more coffee fixes. It is the kind that comes from running from something instead of towards something. Your nervous system is asking for a different kind of release. Not just burning off energy, but actually letting something go. Here is something specific to try. For the rest of June, get to bed before midnight at least 4 nights a week. I know. You are a night person, you get your best ideas at 2 a.m., you will sleep when you are dead. But Saturn in your sign is teaching you about structure, and sleep is the most basic structure there is. Also, notice what you reach for when you are avoiding a feeling. Is it your phone? Food you do not actually want? Another task to add to the list. When you catch yourself reaching, pause for 10 seconds. Just 10. Ask yourself what you are actually feeling. You do not have to fix it. Just name it. Career. Okay. I want to name something you might be feeling. There is a restlessness in your professional life right now. Maybe you are doing good work and not getting recognized for it. Maybe you are watching other people get opportunities that should be yours. Maybe you are just bored, and boredom for Aries is almost physically painful. Here is what the sky is saying. Saturn in your sign is not about quick wins right now. It is about building something that lasts. That might feel frustrating when you want to charge ahead, but trust me, the foundation you are laying matters. The recognition is coming, but it is coming for the solid work, not the flashy moves. With Mercury about to go retrograde at the end of the month, this is not the time to send the bold email or make the big ask. Use these next 2 weeks to prepare. Document your wins. Gather your evidence. Get clear on exactly what you want and why you deserve it. Then, when Mercury clears in late July, you will be ready to make your move. One concrete thing. Before the month ends, write down 3 specific accomplishments from the past 6 months. Not vague things like worked hard. Specific things with numbers or outcomes. Keep that list somewhere you can find it. You will need it soon. Money. Let me talk about a pattern I see with Aries in finances. You tend to spend when you are bored or frustrated. It is not about the thing you are buying. It is about the feeling of doing something, making a decision, having control over something when other areas feel stuck. With Mars in Taurus right now, your spending energy is actually more stable than usual. Taurus slows Mars down, which is good for your bank account. But that restless energy has to go somewhere, so watch for impulse purchases that feel like they are solving a problem but are really just scratching an itch. Here is something practical. Go through your subscriptions this week. All of them. The streaming services, the apps, the monthly boxes, the gym membership you have not used since March. Cancel at least 2 things you forgot you were paying for. That money is not about the amount. It is about paying attention to where your resources actually go. Also, and this is important, Saturn in your sign is asking you to get serious about what financial freedom actually looks like for you. Not someday. Now. What number in your savings account would let you breathe easier? Name it. Write it down. Start moving toward it, even if it is just 20 pounds a week. Let me walk you through the specific dates you need to know. The big one is June 30th. 2 things happen that day. Mercury stations retrograde, and there is a full moon. That is a lot of energy landing at once, so let me break it down. Mercury retrograde starting on the 30th means the last few days of June are not the time for big launches, important contracts, or conversations where you need to be perfectly understood. It is not a disaster, just a slowdown. Things get reviewed, reconsidered, sometimes confused. Back up your phone. Double-check travel plans. Read emails twice before sending. The full moon on the same day is going to illuminate something in your communication sector. Something you have been thinking about but not saying might suddenly feel urgent. Or a conversation from the past might resurface and ask for completion. This ties directly back to what I said about love. The words you have been holding are ready to come out. Throughout the middle of the month, Saturn conjunct your sign is your anchor. When things feel chaotic or emotional, come back to what you know is true about yourself. Saturn has been teaching you to trust your own authority. You do not need anyone else to validate your decisions. You are allowed to know what you know. So here is your timeline. Use the next 2 weeks to prepare, to have the conversations, to get your ducks in a row. By the time the 30th hits, you want to be in maintenance mode, not launch mode. The work you do now pays off when Mercury goes direct again in late July. Okay. Take a breath with me here. We are shifting into the pick a pile portion, and I want you to settle in for this. The theme I am pulling from everything we just talked about is the conversation you keep rehearsing. What truth are you ready to finally speak out loud? This came directly from the love reading, but it touches everything. I have 3 piles for you, each marked by a charm. Pile 1 is the silver sword. Pile 2 is the compass rose. And pile 3 is the golden key. Look at them. Feel into them. Which one pulls at you? Do not overthink it. Your gut knows. Once you have your pile, stay with me. I am going to read all 3, so you can skip to yours or listen to all of them if you want. Sometimes a message in another pile is meant for someone you know. Ready? Let us begin. Pile 1, the silver sword. Your first card is the King of Swords upright. I am turning this over and immediately I see someone who has been waiting for the right moment to speak. Here is the thing. The right moment is not coming. You have to make it. This card is telling you that you already have the clarity you need. You are not confused about what you want to say. You are just scared of what happens after you say it. Your second card is the Hanged Man reversed. This is so specific. The Hanged Man upright is about willing surrender, choosing to wait, gaining perspective through pause. But reversed, it is telling me you have been stuck in limbo and you are done with it. The waiting period is over. You have seen what you needed to see. Now it is time to come down from that suspended state and act. Your third card is the Queen of Swords upright. 2 sword court cards in one reading. This is about communication that is clear, boundaried, and kind. Not harsh. The Queen of Swords speaks truth, but she does not weaponize it. She says what needs to be said, and then she lets the other person have their response. She does not control the outcome. She just tells the truth. Pile 1, here is your guidance. The conversation you have been rehearsing needs to happen this month, before Mercury goes retrograde on the 30th. You have the clarity. You have done the waiting. Now speak from your authority, with compassion but without apology. You are not asking permission. You are stating what is true. Pile 2, the compass rose. Your first card is the 2 of Wands upright. This is a card about standing at a crossroads, holding the world in your hands, deciding which direction to go. The conversation you need to have is not about expressing a feeling. It is about making a choice. And you have been avoiding that choice because both paths have costs. Your second card is the 7 of Swords upright. I need to be honest with you here. This card often shows up when someone is not being fully truthful. It might be you, holding back information to protect yourself or keep your options open. Or it might be someone else in the situation who is not showing you their full hand. Either way, there is something hidden that needs to come into the light. Your third card is the 3 of Swords upright. I know this card looks painful, and I am not going to pretend it does not. But here's what I want you to understand. This card is not predicting heartbreak. It is acknowledging that the truth sometimes hurts. The conversation you need to have might cause pain, yours or someone else's. That does not mean you should avoid it. Sometimes the kindest thing is the honest thing, even when it stings. Pile 2, here is your guidance. Before you have this conversation, get honest with yourself first. What are you not saying? What are you afraid to admit? And if someone else is involved, pay attention to whether they are being fully honest with you. You cannot navigate with a broken compass. Make sure you have all the information before you choose your direction. Pile 3, the golden key. Your first card is Judgment reversed. This is interesting. Judgment upright is about awakening, being called to rise, hearing the trumpet and answering. Reversed, it tells me you have been judging yourself harshly for something in your past. Maybe a conversation you handled badly. Maybe words you said or did not say. You have been carrying that, and it is blocking you from speaking up now. Your second card is the Knight of Pentacles upright. After that heavy first card, this one feels like medicine. The Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady, reliable. He does not rush. He shows up consistently. This card is telling you that the conversation you need to have does not require a grand gesture or perfect words. It requires showing up, again and again, with patience and presence. Your third card is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Upright, this card is about feeling left out in the cold, struggling, not asking for help. Reversed, it is recovery. It is realizing the door was open the whole time. It is letting yourself be supported. The conversation you need to have might be about asking for something you have been too proud to ask for. Help. Forgiveness. Another chance. Pile 3, here is your guidance. Forgive yourself first. Whatever happened before, whatever you said or did not say, you were doing your best with what you had. Now you have more. The golden key is about unlocking something that has been closed, and that something might be your own sense of worthiness. You are allowed to try again. You are allowed to ask. The door is open. Aries, that is your mid-June reading. The back half of this month is asking you to stop rehearsing and start speaking. Saturn has made you solid enough to handle whatever comes next. Trust that. The words do not have to be perfect. They just have to be yours. Thank you for being here with me. I will see you at the end of the month. Take care of yourself.